Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, children. So let's continue with our lesson. In the previous classes, we have learned about how the wise men and how the all pandits have done to what we have to do, right? So let's continue with that. Let's listen the lines
A
of
poor man comes forward. It is getting interesting. The minister has no answer. The pundits have no answer. The wise men cannot solve the problem. How is this poor man going to help the king?
Your Majesty, if you will allow me.
Do you know what to do?
Yes, Your Majesty, I think I can solve your problem.
Really? You can solve the problem my pundits and wise men cannot?
Yes.
You foolish man.
So, it is getting interesting. ये दिन ब दिन interesting होता जा रहा था. The minister has no answer. The wise man has no answer. The pundits have no answer. How is the poor man going to help the king? सब जने वो कर रहे थे कि इतने बड़े बड़े शख्सियत का आंसर्स नहीं है, तो poor man का आंसर कैसा होगा? Then the poor man is telling, Your Majesty, if you allow me, अगर आप मेरे को allow करते हैं, तो I can help you. I can solve your problem. The king is asking to the poor man, Really? You can solve my problem? जो पंडित्स और जो वाइस मैन है वो लोग सॉल्व नहीं कर सके तो तुम क्या सॉल्व करेंगे मेरा प्रॉब्लम? You foolish man, it is too easy. You're thinking no. If you lie, I'll put you in a prison. अगर तुम झूठ बोलेंगे तो मैं तुम्हारे जेल में डाल दूंगा. Okay?
Is it so easy? If you lie, I shall put you in prison.
Your Majesty, I have the right things to keep your feet clean when you walk. They are right here in my bag. Will you please put out your feet?
What are you going to do?
Just this. Your Majesty, please push your feet into these things called shoes and then get up and walk.
So the poor man is telling to that king that, Your Majesty, if you have right things, I can keep your feet clean when you walk. Then they are the right here in my bag. अगर आप मुझे इजाज़त देंगे कि मैं आपके फीट के लिए कुछ प्रॉब्लम निकाल सकूं और जो सलूशन है वो मेरे खुद पास मेरे बैग में ही है. If you allow me to do that, okay?
Hey, they fit me well. They are comfortable.
So, please push your feet into this right thing called shoes. Shoes come in what way? When the poor man has what we can say, given the shoes to the king. The king was very happy. They are fitting in my legs.
And now my feet are not soiled. Minister Gobu, see, this is the answer. Just covering my feet. Poor man, you need not be poor anymore. Make shoes for all the people. And here is my reward to you. We will now call you the cobbler.
So, the poor man helped the king in many ways, right? He just offered the shoes to the king. While wearing that shoes, a pair of shoes, the minister's feet did not get soiled, did not get the dust, right? So by this wiseness, we can say cleverness, the poor man has achieved this position, right? That he has given the reward that he will be called as a cobbler. Now he is making the shoes for all the people. Now he is not a poor anymore. He is good enough to conquer his belongings. So we have completed our lesson. So let's see the animation of this video.
The invention of shoes. Once upon a time there was King Hobu. During his rule, shoes were not invented and people walked around barefoot. The king said to the minister that how was it that whenever he put his feet in the street, they become dirty? He walked a few feet and his feet were full of dust. The minister replied that it happened to all of them and they can't remove all the dust from all the streets. The king got angry. He told Minister Gobu that he paid him to serve him and to solve his problems. The king ordered him to find a solution to keep his feet clean when he walked. Pandit 1 asked Minister Gobu, what do they do now? Minister Gobu wondered how to solve the problem. Pandit 2 suggested whether they could wash the streets every day before the king went for his walk. But the minister replied, that will not help. The dust will become mud and stick to the king's feet some more. Pandit 3 suggested whether they could cover all the streets with cloth. Minister replied that there'll be no cloth left for them to make dresses with. He said that they will think about the solution.
So by this we